10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm a few minutes early. Or a couple minutes. Am I? No, actually, I'm right on time. Never mind.
About a minute early.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's all right. Anyway. Howdy ho, everybody. How's everyone doing today? It has been, if you've been on the social medias, it has been quite an interesting last 24 hours or so. At least if you're into politics and things like that, which of course, if you're watching this fucking show, one would imagine you are to some degree or another. So, man, I don't even know where to start. A lot of shit has happened in the last 24 hours. Obviously, we were talking about what happened with Charlie Kirk. If I have to mention that, I don't know where you've been, but that is definitely
Well, the latest updates on that is they got a new suspect.
Yep.
They found the rifle. Oop.
And we're gonna talk about this stuff. So they did find a. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share because I got some stories, some news stories, articles, and shit pulled up here, and might as well show that whilst we're going through everything. But I do not have confirmation that this is.
Matt.
I'm sorry?
I think someone's waiting in the background because it says there's 4 people in here.
Oh no, I think Corey was in here twice.
Oh, okay.
I don't have confirmation that this is the actual rifle. So I don't know. This picture was in New York Post, so I don't know what's going on with that. Because I'd originally heard they had found it wrapped up in towels. So I don't know, and it's hard to tell. It's kind of a grainy picture. I can't really tell for sure what type of gun this is. What I have heard was that the gun that was found was a 30-06 Mauser. That's all they're saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what type of Mauser. There's a lot of. I mean, Mauser is a somewhat general term for a particular style of action. So,
Well, Mauser did start making hunting rifles again.
well, they're saying it was an older rifle. I've heard it described as military surplus.
That's what I thought, was that it was an old import.
So
Yeah,
I don't really know. Now there weren't.
being
Now the thing
30-06.
is if it was an import and it was in 30-06, it's been rebarreled. So I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. We talked about this yesterday. More than likely, it was going to end up being a 308 or a 30-06 bolt action hunting rifle, which apparently is exactly what it was. So that seems to be the theory. At least they did find that one shot had been fired, 3 more rounds were in the magazine, and no shells had been ejected. So much like we talked about this yesterday, you can only hear 1 shot. Did only fire 1 time. It was found in a wooded area close to the school. They believe, he was on top of the building. We've all seen that footage. of somebody on top of a building going up there, getting down, then getting up and running off. The shell casings of the one shell that was fired and the 3 remaining shells in the gun there's been no pictures that I have seen yet. If anybody out there has seen any pictures that have been released, I don't think there has been, but if there has and I just missed it, let me know. But it has been reported widely now at this point. Wall Street Journal, USA Today, New York Post. Steven Crowder, I think, was one of the first people, if not the first person, to get a hold of some information. This was directly from ATF, that there were writings. I don't know if that was actually written on or scratched on to the shell casings that were very pro-trans and pro-anti-fascist messages, is how it has been described. Whatever was written on the 4 shell casings, or 1 shell casing and 4 rounds that were found in the gun. So, of course, this has led to all kind of speculation, which, I mean, and it's not unexpected, and it's not like only one side of the political aisle does this. But of course, the minute that was released, half the population instantly went, "Oh, it's a setup. It's probably some right winger trying to make it look like it's a left winger that did this." Okay. Is there a chance that happened? Sure. There's also a chance I'll win the fucking lottery tomorrow. That could happen too. Again, as has been, repeated many times for, a very long time. Usually the simplest answer is the correct one. So unless there's any evidence that this is a large-scale setup to pin right-wing violence on the left wing, then it is actually left-wing violence. At this point, that's what all the evidence actually does point to. There have been some leaks of the individual they were looking for. There have been several people. I've seen, I think, 3 different names associated with the shooter. There have actually been, and let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, this guy right here is actually the person of interest that they believe is the shooter. They're still looking for him, have not found him yet. But again, I've seen 3 different names associated with who this person might be. One of which is a person that apparently was trans, or at the very least a cross-dresser. I don't know if they were actually trans. And then I've seen 2 other names associated with who this might be. So I don't know for sure. Although, again, as I stated before, as with any of this stuff is changing minute to minute. So I'm going off of information that's, at this point, about an hour old. So I haven't really looked up anything in the last hour or so because my daughter had a dentist appointment. So I didn't have a chance to come home and scour the internet again for new information. It could be one of those 3 people that were named. I don't know. But... or it could be somebody else completely, but we do know these are the pictures of the person that they are looking for. Again, he hasn't been caught yet.
Have y'all seen the clips going around right now showing a couple of guys off to Charlie's right doing hand signals and shit?
I have, yeah.
Trying to say that, or the other one where the guy, I think it's in the green shirt off to his right, he's got his arms crossed, and when the shot goes off, you can see him step back and put something in his pocket.
I've seen some...
I guess they're saying that he was a shooter, but right by him.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all. There's no reason to believe that. There was far too many people around him. There was 100 people within speaking distance of Charlie Kirk. And nobody has reported that a gunshot came anywhere from anywhere near him. And
Oh no, I'm just saying what I've been seeing.
Yeah, no, I have seen the dudes. It's two of his. Well, one might have. It's hard to tell because I don't know all their faces, but I know it was said by Turning Point that two of the people that were near of him were security. There was also at least 4 other people in the general vicinity, like within arm's reach of Charlie Kirk. Four other people were people that also worked for Turning Point USA. Now, I don't know which ones were not the security. I'm assuming the two guys, the one in the baseball cap and the other guy, who were the closest to Charlie Kirk, presumably were the security. That's usually how paid private security works, and that's what he had. And as far as those two guys making those fucking hand signals, that's very normal in security.
Yeah, they could have just been communicating with themselves, like, hey, we got a rowdy guy over here.
Yeah. So there's been nothing reported officially from anybody that was right there when everything happened that there was a gun or that those two guys were doing something unusual at the time or anything like that. And again, there was far too many people who worked for Turning Point USA and far too many people, at least 100 people, because that was a very small and completely surrounded little stage/tent area. And nobody has reported anything out of the ordinary happening in that vicinity when the shot went off. Not to mention the 3 or 4 different videos that I have seen that had audio of the shooting that took place at various points throughout the crowd. The sound is 100% the sound of a rifle, and the echo is appropriate based on where the camera is for how far away the shooter was, not standing right next to fucking Charlie Kirk. So I've seen nothing that makes me believe any of that stuff.
I wasn't saying I believed it. I was just pointing it out.
Yeah, no, I mean I've seen it, and no, I'm not saying that. I'm just because a lot of people have said that. You know what I mean? So I'm just putting it out there that there's every expectation in the world that guys that work in security have hand signals for all kinds of stuff, not just for threats or anything like that, but for all kinds of things. That they would have hand signals that they would use to signal other people who work for Turning Point or other guys working security and things like that. So the hand signal thing is not unusual at all. Stephen Carroll dropped in a super chat. Thank you, sir. It says, love the narrative that this could only be a professional because 200 yards is too far. It's far too long for your average person to hit. So I need to make a video on this, because I've been hearing this, and then today, when I was, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, something this afternoon after I got out of work. Anyway, and I just clicked on, I was looking for like live chat. Sometimes I just like to listen to live shit, you know what I mean? And today, all the live stuff is about Charlie Kirk. So I clicked on Officer Tatum's live chat like this afternoon. I don't know. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. And I clicked on it just to see what he was saying about it, because I do know that he was, I mean, at least publicly, was very close to Charlie Kirk. They did a lot of fucking, college campus interviews and things and debates and stuff like that together and all that kind of stuff, right? So I knew that Officer Tatum had a good, at least very close working relationship with him. So I was like, okay, I want to see, what's going on. And when I clicked on the video, he was in the middle of this like 5 to 10 minute fucking deep dive, almost ranting explanation of why and how there's no way that the person who made that shot could have been an amateur. And he was clear to say, he's like, look, I don't think this was like a professional hitman. He's like, but whoever did this was very skilled. And let me go through, because I'm gonna make a video on this pointing out how fucking retarded his arguments are. But let's go through them here a little bit, because it's fucking retarded. And then at the end of this, I'll explain why this is important. This isn't just to bitch about fucking Officer Tatum or to just bitch about fucking people who are getting shit wrong. But there's an important reason why we need to understand whether or not this was somebody who was highly skilled or this was somebody who didn't have any skills whatsoever or somewhere in between. There's a reason why it's important to know this, okay? But, so he's going through and he's talking about it. Now, first off, he pulls his well, when I was a cop and we did SWAT training and we took marksmanship classes and we took quote unquote sniper classes where we had to shoot 100 yards because we're shooting inside, we're training to do stuff, inside urban areas. And he's like, and even at 100 yards, some of these shots are really, really hard to fucking hit and all this stuff. And he's like, and there was a lot of training just to be able to shoot something at 100 yards and a lot of stuff we had to do and blah, blah, blah. And basically he was saying, hey, look, me as a cop who went through sniper training has a hard time with 100-yard shots. So therefore, this guy who made a 200-yard shot must be an expert. And there's a couple things about that. One, you're fucking a shitty-ass goddamn marksman if you're having trouble in a professional environment with highly fucking trained individuals showing you what to fucking do. And you're only required to make a 100-yard shot, and you're given the best of the best of the best equipment on the fucking planet, as any SWAT team would. You're a goddamn horrible fucking shot. And I'm real fucking glad you never fucking became a marksman. Holy shit, dude. Because you're sitting there acting like 100 yards was training to be a sniper? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? 100 yards was training to be a sniper? Look, I don't necessarily... Look, I have my issues with Officer Tatum because he's pro-police and I'm obviously not. But in general, I don't dislike the dude. But fuck me, was he making some dumbass arguments. And all he was doing, honestly, to me, as far as I was concerned, is admitting he's fucking goddamn awful when it comes to fucking shooting a rifle. Because that's basically what he was trying to say that, well, if I can't do it, then that means a professional had to be the one to make that 200-yard shot. No, sir, you just apparently suck at shooting a fucking rifle. 2, it was not a 200-yard shot. They've already measured out the distance, and taking into consideration the elevation difference between where he was on the top of the building and where Charlie Kirk was, okay, it was roughly about 455 feet, give or take, laterally, plus... you got to take some the did I say laterally? You know what I mean? Hypotenuse. Yeah. Anyway, so you got to, and then there's going to be some distance added onto that because he was higher up. It essentially equates to about 155 yards. It was about a 155-yard shot. Okay, that's basically what it boiled down to. All right. Now, dude, Corey, you fucking know exactly what I'm talking about. We both grew up in fucking Texas, dude. You just grow up fucking hunting for hogs and shit. 100 to 150 fucking yards, even 200 yards all day long, fucking shooting a hog with, your fucking old ass fucking whatever the fuck rifle, doing that shit with iron sights all day long. That's not difficult. Like, kids do this shit. Children make these fucking shots all the fucking time throughout hunting season, much less if you've got a fucking actual rifle that you've put some time and effort into, buying some at least decent ammo for, and you've sighted it in and you've got a decent scope, like, you spend at least $100 on the scope with like a Caspa Weaver series or something like that, or I'm sorry, Weaver Caspa series or something like that, which is just like $100 scope, but they're good and they hold 0 and all this shit. Like basic fucking hunting equipment and basic like Remington, Winchester, or Federal fucking 30-06 hunting rounds that are not very expensive. As long as you've sighted in your rifle with the ammo you're shooting, a 155-yard shot is not fucking difficult for even a child to do. Okay? It's just fucking not. And I'm sorry to any Officer Tatum fans out there, but your boy must just be a fucking awful shot. Okay? Because it did not take a professional to do this. I'm sorry. He went into this whole thing about how complicated it is to get the right ammo to make a shot at that distance. No, it's not. At that distance, you could shoot just about anything off the rack at fucking Walmart. Grab any box of 30-06 off the rack at fucking Walmart. We'll be able to fucking make a 155-yard shot.
Anything bigger than like military surplus ball will do that.
I know, exactly. And then he was trying to say, oh, well, and for somebody to make a shot at 200 yards, which again, it wasn't 200 yards, and hit him directly in the neck, that's a hell of a shot. Well, yeah, if you assume he was trying to hit him in the fucking neck, you fucking moron. Of course he wasn't trying to hit him in the neck. He was probably trying to shoot him center mass, and because he was high, and because he probably sighted his rifle in for 200 yards, but ended up making a 155-yard shot, it shot high because it's still on the upward travel of the fucking arc of the bullet. Basic fucking shit here for anybody that's ever been hunting as a fucking child. Okay?
Right.
So, no, this was not a difficult shot to make if you had even just put a couple of hours in behind your rifle, sighting your scope in, and you're using the same ammo you sighted your rifle in with. It would only take a couple hours. And he was going into, and even the trigger, you got to be careful. Motherfucker, have you shot a hunting rifle? Have you fucking felt the hair trigger? I don't give a shit whether it's a fucking Remington 700, a Howa 1500, a Savage Axis. Like, the triggers on those fucking things are really, really fucking light because it's a hunting rifle. Okay? You don't have to fucking do a lot to fucking shoot these guns. They're very simple, very easy, and once you get them sighted in and you know your fucking distance and you're using the same ammo, guess what? You're going to hit where you're fucking aiming. Period. End of story. Now, why is this important? Why am I making a big deal about this? Because it is important to understand that what happened to Charlie Kirk, okay, literally could happen at any time. Because anybody could learn how to do exactly what that guy did in a couple hours at the range with a half-ass decent rifle that has a half-ass decent scope using half-ass decent fucking ammunition. Anybody can learn to do that. All you have to do is actually want to learn how to do it. Okay? That's why it's important to fucking know this and understand this shit. Okay? Because the gun he was using is made for exactly a situation like that. It is made to take accurate long-distance shots. Unlike, for instance, the guy that took a pop shot at fucking Trump last year who was using an AR-15, right?
With no magnification. Good God.
No magnification, no nothing. The difference between an AR-15 and a hunting rifle, despite what a bunch of retarded ass know nothing fucking about guns, fucking anti-gun liberals will tell you that the AR-15 is the most dangerous fucking thing in the world. No, the fuck it's not, you goddamn morons. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. A fucking AR-15 was the worst fucking gun for that dude to pick to try and take what I believe, didn't we if I remember correctly, it was almost a 400-yard shot.
125?
No. It was farther. That shot was farther than this one. If I remember correctly, the one that he took at fucking Trump was farther away, and he was using a much worse option to try and take
he was using a budget like probably 4 MOA AR with a cheapy red dot.
Yes.
Probably like a 2 MOA, which already is just not going to work.
Which is why when it happened last year, we were all sitting around saying it's a good thing he didn't use a hunting rifle, because otherwise Trump would be dead. Because a hunting rifle would have made way more fucking sense, been way more fucking accurate, it probably spent a lot less money just buying some cheap beat up, fucking used fucking hunting rifle. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person that did this to Charlie Kirk happened to be using the right tool for what he wanted to do, which is fucked up. But that's just how it is. My assumption, I don't know, my guess about this guy is this is probably clearly somebody who was comfortable with a hunting rifle. That's probably why he used a hunting rifle, because it's something he was familiar with. Was this person an expert? No. Was this person some high-end professional? No. Did he understand enough about the rifle to make sure it was sighted in more than good enough to do what he wanted to do with it? Yes. And that's kind of the point, is literally this could have been anybody. This could have been anybody that wanted to do something fucked up and evil like this, can go to fucking Walmart and buy a $300 Savage Axis and a $100,
Bushnell scope,
Weaver scope, and take it to the range with a couple of boxes of ammo, and in about 2 hours can do this. So it's important to understand that this is not something that is just some weird, rare fucking, oh my God, I can't believe somebody actually managed to no, anybody could do this. Anybody could fucking do this with somebody they don't fucking like. Anybody on the right could fucking go after somebody on the left that they don't like, and vice versa, as we just saw. This is something that we've talked about for a long time. This is something we have sat here and had many conversations about, how the rhetoric in the country right now is getting more and more extreme, and at some point somebody's going to do something fucking nuts and something fucking crazy, and somebody who actually fucking matters is going to get taken out. Now, a year ago, everybody thought that was going to fucking be Trump. Year later, turns out, guess what? It's Charlie Kirk. So, by the way, don't poke the bear. Yes, you can pop in if you would like to. The link is in the Discord. You should be able to see it, hopefully. If not, message me on Discord and I'll send it to you.
Something sad. There was a Democrat senator today that said that Charlie Kirk was killed because of right-wing extremist violence.
I mean, look.
On the right or the center
right
that violent? We have.
Yeah. You know, I had somebody, we're going to get into this in a little bit in the chat, but so I posted that video yesterday, which was like a really quickly thrown together shot on my fucking phone video before I did the live chat, which was basically, that video was just what information I had at that point, less than 15 minutes after coming home from work and hearing about what the fuck happened, right? That video was not like a very detailed video. It was a quick clip of what I thought was the least offensive video of the shooting. In other words, it was good enough that you could see he got hit. It was not good enough that you saw any blood or anything like that, right? I didn't want to share the really gruesome videos that were out there of people who were a lot closer. Not going to put that on YouTube. And just me saying, hey, we don't know much right now, but we know this happened, and reports are he might already be dead, that kind of thing. All right? Real quick little fucking video. Just to fucking throw something out there before I did the chat. And that video's already gotten like fucking 80-something thousand views since yesterday, which is fucking retarded. Sorry. I mean, if my audience wants to watch it, that's fine. But obviously, Not everybody that watched that video was in my audience, and Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I expected to get like, I don't know, a couple thousand views from people that are already subscribed to me. That was it. Fuck that shit. And so, of course, the vast majority of people leaving comments are not subscribers and apparently happen to be homicidal left-wing fucking retarded nutjobs. Because some of the shit they were leaving comments on my fucking video was like fucking cheering this dude being dead. It's fucked up shit. It's fucked up shit. Yeah. So fucking people are fucked up, dude. I mean, especially, and look, I get it. It's the internet. Not everybody fucking knows who the fuck I am. You obviously the vast majority of the people that watch that fucking video don't know who the fuck I am. They're not my subscribers, right? But to just come on a fucking video and do that shit, like to instantly assume you know anything about me or people like us, like all of us in here right now. You know what I mean? Like people trying to say, oh, you didn't like it when this happened, but now you give a shit, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. To all of us in here right now, how many fucking conversations did we have about how fucked up it was what happened to George Floyd?
Yeah.
Did we or did we not? Despite the fact that we had people in the audience trying to convince us that, you know, he like, oh, it wasn't the cops' fault and shit like that. How much did we call that shit out? How much have we called out every time something fucked up happens on these shows?
Every damn time.
Every goddamn time. We've never fucking cheered, no matter if the person's on the left or the right or whatever, because it's always fucked up. It's always fucked up. And people just come on the video and just fucking like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's fucked up shit. Let me get these super chats. I'm sorry, guys. I am behind in the super chats. I know I've missed like 3 or 4 of them. Calhoun says, Crowder says the ATF has subpoenaed his company because he leaked that the gun had been found. I think they had other shit to worry about. I agree 100%.
Well, I was listening to Crowder's Rumble show today.
Mm-hmm.
He said that a anonymous member of the ATF leaked it because they were worried it would get covered up by the ATF, which, let's face it, nobody
would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. Dino just dropped in $1. Thank you, Dino. I appreciate that as always. Callan dropped in another one. Says, pretty sure it was a missed headshot or center of mass due to not knowing holes. Commies can't do anything right. Too bad he got him at all. I agree 100%. Yes, I personally think that it was probably supposed to be center mass. More than likely, he was just shooting right center mass. And, you know, because of the distance and probably how he had his rifle scoped in and everything like that, he just shot a little high. And you know, that fucking happens. Okay, that's something that, you know, even experienced shooters have had happen before. That's what I think happened. But yeah, I no. The point is, he was not aiming for his fucking neck, Mr. Officer Tatum. He wasn't aiming for the dude's fucking neck. He hit his neck by accident. He was probably aiming center mass and shot high, or maybe he was aiming for his head and shot low. Whatever. He's trying to use the fact that he got hit in the neck as that's expert marksmanship, motherfucker.
What expert assassin would aim for
I'm
the
beginning
neck?
to wonder if he ever actually has fired a fucking gun. Like, seriously.
Wait, didn't they say that the bullet might have ricocheted off his chest into his neck?
There was some speculation because you see his shirt kind of puff up like that when he gets hit, that it might have hit his chest and bounced up and then came out his neck or something like that. The issue is,
They said he might have been wearing a vest.
Yeah, the issue is, like, for a 30-06 to do that, you'd have to be wearing plate armor where you got hit. Because if you were, even if you were wearing Kevlar or something, if you were wearing any soft body armor, that would not have deflected a 30-06. Okay. Unless he has some kind of fucking steel plating in his fucking body. And the dude was clearly not wearing hard body armor. Like you could see, you could see the shape of his body under his T-shirt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess there's a chance he might have been wearing soft body armor, really, really, really thin soft body armor. But again, that would not have deflected a 30-06. But yes, I do know what people are talking about because you do kind of see his shirt kind of poof up when he gets hit.
That's why I thought he got shot in the chest.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. I don't know what the explanation is. I haven't seen anybody come out with a explanation of that. That literally could have just been because of how his body moved and his arms, or maybe he hit it with the fucking microphone he had in his hand. I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't have any reason. I've not seen any reason to believe if they are saying, and they are, that he was hit with a 30-06 round at 155 yards. There was nothing there that would have deflected a fucking bullet. And like,
would have had to have level 4
up his fucking neck. Like anything that was heavy duty enough to have done that to a 30-06 bullet, you would see under his shirt. So I don't know why the shirt did that, honestly, but yeah, I have seen that, and it is interesting, I guess. Kellen says, "Fuck YouTube, I had to edit that to get it through." Yeah, I understand. YouTube's a fucking piece of shit. Sean Bain says, "I haven't been around in a while." Well, you are always welcome, good sir. I appreciate you showing up. But anyway, I mean, regardless of whether or not he was or wasn't wearing something under his shirt that deflected the bullet for some reason straight up into his neck, it honestly doesn't fucking matter. I mean, either way,
that's another thing.
Like, it doesn't change the fact that it's not like, oh, if he was wearing something, that means the marksman was a fucking professional sniper from fucking the Mossad or something, which some people were fucking trying to say. No, that doesn't mean shit. Even if he was wearing something there and it deflected it and still hit him in the neck, all that proves is that somebody could make a 155-yard shot. Again, children can make that shot. Children do make that fucking shot. Like,
and I hate to break it to you, if you think it's the Mossad, they don't shoot people very often like that. They poison or blow you up.
Yeah, the Mossad does like to use serious putty.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if they do shoot you, they literally do drive-bys. Like, they mag dump into you and drive off.
Yeah. So, anyway, again, as I said, the reason it matters is because of the fact that this was something that we have talked about for a while. Anybody who really, really wanted to do something evil can do something evil. Okay? It doesn't take much. And this is also one of the reasons why these anti-gun retards out there talking about we need fucking stop AR-15s and all this other bullshit and whatever else are just retarded. Because how many times have we sat there and said that fucking hunting rifles are like fucking, like, if you're just trying to take a person out, way more useful than a fucking AR-15. Well, this just proved it. And here's the other side of that. You're not getting rid of hunting rifles. So all your anti-gun rhetoric about getting rid of AR-15s doesn't do a fucking thing, you goddamn retard.
You know what? That would have been probably third on the list. Because after they take the so-called assault weapons away, then it would have been handguns. Then it would have been hunting rifles, calling them sniper rifles.
Which, again, that's if you're going to... You can stop them from being sold, maybe, with enough legislation, but you're not going to get rid of the fucking guns. There's over 400 million guns in the fucking country right now. Over 400 million. What the fuck are you going to do with those? Again, it's a stupid fucking argument that retarded ass fucking anti-gunners don't get because they don't have the brain capacity. They don't have even 2 fucking brain cells to rub together to understand even a slight nuance to a topic and a conversation
Is somebody
on
sucking on their
subject
mic?
matter like this. What?
Sound like
Can you
somebody
guys hear
sucking
me?
on their mic.
Sucking on it? Does it sound bad? I'm on my phone.
No, that must be Honda. Just a little bit. You sound like muffled, but we can hear you a little bit.
Well, I just wanted to stop in and say I'm getting ready for my show that I'm doing about this very subject here a little bit later today. I'm going to leave the house because it's depressing, man. I had to go out and get some sunlight and look at some water and touch a tree kind of thing. So I'm at the gym now, getting out some aggression, and then getting ready for the show. So do tune in because there are some spicy
What
things
time
to
are you
talk
doing?
about.
What time are you doing the chat?
Like 2 hours.
Okay.
From now.
Sounds good.
If
Make
you
sure
can
to
make
send
it.
out links
No.
because I'm off work tomorrow,
Will you be?
so I don't have to go to bed.
All right, good.
So
Good. All right.
Yep.
Well, you will definitely get a link.
Yep.
But I will let you guys get my audio stuff. So.
Later, brother.
All right, goodbye.
I do like, and Old Man Buttonwrinkles is very right with his comment here. Officer Tatum's firearm knowledge is like Scotty Kilmer's knowledge of cars. The more he talks, the less knowledgeable they reveal themselves to be. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never really like fucking paid a lot of detailed attention to Officer Tatum's fucking firearms knowledge. I don't watch him a lot. I don't like, he's just never really been somebody that's interested me that much. I'll occasionally come across, some YouTube shorts or something like that. I've never watched one of his, full shows before or anything like that. And I don't recall ever hearing him talk in detail about firearms until today, hearing that shit, him talking about, well, if I couldn't make 100-yard shot being trained as a sniper, this had to be a motherfucker. You must be fucking awful with a rifle then, because Jesus Christ. Do you know the shit that fucking dudes who train with SWAT, the equipment and ammo that these dudes have, and they have armorers that do all their shit for them, that like sight their rifles in and all this shit. Like, if you can't make 100-yard shot with some shit that a fucking SWAT team armorer has decked out and set up for you, you're fucking god awful with a rifle. I'll tell you that right fucking now. You are fucking awful with a rifle. And I understand now why Officer Tatum was not ever in SWAT. Because no.
Has there
probably why he's not a cop anymore.
Has there been any news of like gun sales?
I have not seen anything yet. No, nothing yet. So now that being said, I haven't looked. I am off for a few days. This is my long weekend. So I do want to stop by one of the local gun shops, and I may ask while I'm there, hey man, how's gun sales been the last few days? Just to see. But I've not seen any news articles or reports on that. So,
well,
but, I mean,
yeah, okay, give me that right. It just happened.
In fucking 24 hours. So
yeah, right now that I think about it, yeah, it just happened. Yeah. But I wonder if today is quite crowded.
Yeah, and I would think going into the weekend too.
Right.
Will start if it's going to happen. I would think going into the weekend, that's when they'll
Saturday
start to
is going to be a busy day.
The upticks.
Yeah.
So,
Friday,
which by the
Saturday.
way, got to put it out there. Motherfuckers, and I don't care who you are, and I am sure, okay, somebody's watching this because just judging by that fucking video I posted yesterday, getting as many fucking views as it did, there are people watching this that are not subscribed to my channel, know absolutely jack shit about me or anything, don't know anything about my YouTube channel or how long I've been doing it or what I talk about or any of that shit. So let me make this real clear to people who don't know who the fuck I am. Okay? I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit what your fucking politics are. I don't give a shit anything about you. I hope you have a gun to protect yourself.
Yes.
Period. End of story. And if you don't, I hope you go buy one. Okay? Because nobody deserves to have shit happen. And I don't care whether it's Charlie Kirk. And look, none of us are fucking Charlie Kirk. So the chances of that specifically happening to us, very slim. Okay? But go back just a week to what happened to that girl on the fucking train. That could happen to any of them. And I don't give a shit what your politics are. I don't give a shit whether you're straight, gay, black, white, man, woman. I don't give a fuck. I hope you fucking protect yourself, because there is always going to be somebody out there that wants to do bad fucking shit to people, and nobody deserves to have that shit happen. Okay? So this is apolitical. The ability to defend yourself is apolitical. All right? It has nothing to do with anything else about you other than you are a fucking human being who deserves to be able to fucking protect yourself. So if you take nothing else, if you've never watched my shit before, don't know who the fuck I am, and you take nothing else away, fucking take that away, please. You deserve, as a human fucking being, to be able to fucking protect yourself from bad people. Okay? I just wanted to say that. Dino dropped in a super chat, says, sad really to think the guy missed center of mass and got a neck hit, because if the guy had just been off a degree to the right, Kirk would be alive today. It's true. Yeah. It's true. But if you look at the, I don't know if I've got it pulled up or not. If you look at the map, I posted it on YouTube, but I probably don't have it here. But there's a map of where it happened. No, not YouTube. I posted it on Facebook. There's a map of where it fucking happened. And I mean, honestly, he was in a really good. Yeah, here we go. Make sure. I'm not sharing anymore all of a sudden for some reason. So Charlie Kirk was faced this way. He was facing out this way towards the middle of this fucking, I don't know what you would call this, arena area here. And of course the guy was up here. And I mean, that's about as straight a shot as you can fucking expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's almost directly in front of your target. And he was up there. He was in a stable position. He wasn't firing under any sort of duress. And what I mean by that is, like nobody was shooting at him, or like there was a couple of videos that have popped up of seeing somebody up on top of the building. But a lot of people were like, yeah, that's weird. There's a guy up there, blah, blah, blah. But you could kind of tell in the videos that I watched, at least the two that I saw, that there was some hesitation in their voices, as if they were almost like, well, maybe this is this is security. You know what I mean? Like, so nobody, like, people saw it, but nobody really that from what I have seen anyway, really questioned it. You know what I mean? Like, people were like, yeah, that's weird, but then again, it could be Charlie Kirk's security. Maybe they've got somebody up there with a rifle, So, yeah. Lone Dragon in the chat says, did they find the shooter? I've been at the gym and work all day. Same place. No, they have not found the shooter. As we were talking about earlier, we do have pictures. Don't know who it is yet. Like I said, I've seen, I think, 3 different names pop up as to who this might be. They're asking for any information if you know who this person is or have seen this person. Now, there is a good chance they may have a name already. They just haven't released it to the public. But speaking of which, let's do an update search here and see if we found anything. See if anything's been updated in the last hour or so. Charlie Kirk, as of 15 minutes ago, assassination suspect evades manhunt. Investigators recover the rifle, which we've already talked about. Manhunt is still ongoing. Person of interest, it's that same picture that we've already seen. Okay, yeah, so nothing new in the last hour or so. It's still this same picture they're passing around. This is him on campus grounds. He was caught on a couple of the cameras, which again, we talked about this yesterday. Campus security nowadays on any fucking campus, really. I mean, I'm sure there's some that aren't quite as good as others, but there's cameras all over the fucking place. So, I mean, it was pretty much set that they were going to fucking have pictures of this dude. That doesn't necessarily mean they know who he is. You know what I mean? But certainly they're gonna have seen some shit. I think one of the people that they said is potentially the shooter is a supposed trans person, but I don't know how trans, because the pictures I saw, like they showed a picture. I saw one that was like a picture of the person next to like this picture or next to like this picture or something like that. And yeah, I mean, it might be the same person. I have no idea. And then the picture of the person, which looked like they pulled it off of, some social media site, just showed the dude looking, I wouldn't say the dude looked trans. The dude looked kind of fucking like queerishly goth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I don't know if the person was, if they were saying, I have no idea, dude. I mean, look, at this point, there's not a lot we know until they actually release a name and say, no, this is the person. Like, we don't know shit. And maybe the person is trans, maybe they're not trans. I don't know. We do know there was trans and anti-fascist messaging on the rounds that were recovered from the rifle. That's really all we know. There was a video that was going around last night that I saw a lot of people passing off of, I guess, a guy getting arrested somewhere in the same town, and people saying he had a rifle in his car. Somebody sent me the video last night, and as soon as I watched the video, I was like, that's not him at all, because A, the cops are sitting there laughing. There's only 2 cop cars there, and they are putting him in the back of the car, but this does not look like they're dealing with somebody who just committed a fucking massively public political assassination, the way they're treating the guy. And then they pull the gun out of his car and put it in their car. And as he's holding the gun, you can clearly see it's a fucking pellet gun. And I'm like, no, this is not the dude. So that was floating around for a little while last night. And I think even still this morning, I still saw some comments on social media. Like, you know how the fucking pellet guns that you buy, I forget what brand it is, although there's probably a couple different brands, but the pellet guns you buy like at Walmart and shit, right, how the fucking barrel at the end widens out, like some of the cheaper pellet guns. The barrel gets bigger at the end. Like, that's what it fucking had on it. And I was like, well, that's clearly a fucking pellet gun, but whatever. I mean, so I know that was floating around, but that was not the guy. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking weird ass crazy shit. This is, I haven't even gone through all the shit, but a lot of people on
Why haven't they censored the videos yet?
I don't know. And they might have. They might have censored some of the videos.
What on TikTok? I think TikTok.
Maybe.
You
know damn well if it had been the other side that lost somebody, you wouldn't have never seen the raw footage.
Yeah.
You'd see it bleed out or whatever. With Charlie, it's just fucking out there.
Well, on X, you will still see it because there's some brutal videos on X of like all the cartel killings and stuff, setting people on fire and alive. See all that on X.
And let's not forget everybody who's posting videos celebrating this.
Just look at these comments. First of all, I got a whole bunch of comments because in the title of this video, I put left-wing assassination ? Right? In the title of this video I posted. So I'm getting a lot of comments. How dare you? You're just stoking more violence by accusing the left wing. Motherfucker, there was trans activist and fucking anti-fascist activist shit on the goddamn bullets, okay? It's a pretty safe bet the dude was fucking left-wing at this point.
And who commits most of the political violence? The left. But there are people out there that are saying, oh, we on the right need to stop the political violence. We need to tone things down. We need to lower the temperatures. We've been trying. Who's always raising them? The
right,
left.
and the left, yep. And the left sure love their guns, don't they?
And the left calls us
guns.
the fascists, the Nazis, and all that. Who's using those techniques that the fascists and the Nazis have used in the past? The left.
Yep.
Hell, they would probably consider all of us in this chat right now enemies to them, who probably would deserve the same fate.
Oh, they do. They do.
So, lots of people in here saying, well, he was pro-gun, so he just volunteered to be tribute. Like, yeah, he was pro-gun, so he deserved it.
That's fucked up.
Lots of dude, there's lots of fucked up comments on my video. Lots of fuck. Here's one. Well, that shut him up. I mean, blaming the left with no proof. Yeah, okay. I haven't responded to any of these comments, by the way, because it's just not worth my fucking time. I don't give enough of a shit. I do, however, find it interesting that so many people are just cheering that he's fucking dead, dude.
Oh,
I like
it.
In my fucking comment section, just fucking happy as shit that this dude's fucking dead.
I like it. Cheer more. I want them to celebrate. Throw parties.
So,
it just makes me
make sure you film it. All of it.
Angry at all this shit. It's like, do they want us to start not being the party of let's discuss shit? Do they want us to step to their level?
So I'll let you in on a video I'm going to post tomorrow. By the way, for those who are surprised that I'm making videos again, people have asked me, you're making videos again? Yes, I am. I'm making really lazy ass fucking videos. Hope y'all are okay with that. I don't know if y'all have seen my videos lately. It's just me talking on my phone in my fucking car. Yeah. That's it. Because that's all I have time to do. And I want to make something. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll just fucking make car videos. Fuckers on TikTok do it all the time. I can fucking do it on YouTube. So whatever. Now, I'm not putting any effort into my fucking videos. So if you're going to expect the videos to get better quality, I hate to disappoint you. It's not going to fucking happen. Because I don't have time to make better quality videos at this point. But I still want to make videos. So I'm going to post one that I made today, tomorrow. And it's, I mean, honestly, like, I think this is 100% true. And that is that the moderate right is fucking dead. The moderate right has been slowly dying since Trump's first term. It started to become very, very noticeable during COVID. And I think it was on its deathbed before yesterday. I think yesterday just straight up, in addition to Charlie Kirk, yesterday assassinated moderate right-wingers. There are no more moderate right-wingers.
Nope.
They are all now hardcore, fucking bordering on radical right-wingers after yesterday. There's no more moderate right. And I think you're going to find a lot of people who were just straight up moderates, not moderate right, but moderates, have now moved over to the right wing as well. The left successfully fucking just assassinated a whole group of fucking people. And they've created a whole lot of fucking enemies. And by the way, I'm not saying that as a fucking good thing. Because it goes against literally everything that Charlie, if I keep saying Charlie Clark, because there's a dude I know named Charlie Clark. It fucking literally goes against everything Charlie Kirk fucking stood for. I cannot tell you how many times he literally said, I'm paraphrasing here, once we stop talking, we start fighting. And we do not want to get to that fucking point, which is why he did all the college campus stuff. He wanted to talk to people and keep conversations open, and he did a fucking great job. And I did not agree with everything that Charlie Kirk said. There was quite a few things that I disagreed with him on, but I never felt like he was disingenuous or, you know, fucking like mean. He certainly wasn't violent, and he really did believe when he said we have to keep the lines of communication open between all of our, you know, things that we have differing opinions on. We need to be able to talk about them, because if we stop talking, things become violent.
Yeah, bad shit happens.
And so I do not think it is a good thing that a bunch of people have been right-wing radicalized by this event. I don't think it's a good fucking thing. Do I think it's predictable? Yes, absolutely. I think it's predictable. I do think that is to be 100% expected from what happened, but I don't think it's a good thing. I don't want to see some crazy ass fucking pseudo civil war in the streets between fucking groups of people on the left and groups of people on the right. And we just moved a whole hell of a lot closer to that crazy ass fucking shit yesterday. And that's some scary ass fucking shit. You know? I mean, seriously. But, I mean, again, it's to be expected. And like I said in that video that I fucking put out today, like, the left has been really, really good at gathering groups of people together that just have no stake in society. They have no grounding fucking, you know, thing in their lives.
Contributes nothing.
No.
Nothing at all.
They have nothing. They have nothing. That's why in the video, and I think even in the title of the video that I posted, I was like, I called them fucking left-wing childless, violent fucking degenerates, because they are. Because if you look at all the subgroups that the left fucking loves to radicalize, dude, they take the craziest people, the people most likely to not have families, not have children, and those are the people they choose to radicalize. And when you have nothing grounding you, trying to keep you from fucking like doing something crazy because you don't want to jeopardize your family's lives, your significant other, your fucking kids, whatever it is, if you don't have those things in your life, you're much more likely to do crazy ass fucking, you know, degenerate evil shit. And the left has gathered all those motherfuckers together. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm not trying to fucking talk shit, but let's just talk statistics, right? Chances are, if you're an abortionist, you probably don't have fucking kids, right? Chances are, if you're trans, you don't have kids. Chances are, if you're part of the LGBTQ community, you got a way lower likelihood of having kids, okay? Chances are, if you grew up in fucking some goddamn progressive fucking shithole urban fucking bullshit fucking place that Democrats have run into the ground because they fucking will say that they fucking care about black people while fucking running all those communities straight into the ground and pushing an agenda to break up families. Right? So look at the Black Lives Matter movement. Chances are a lot of those people, even if they do have kids, they don't live with their fucking kids. So they sit there and they radicalize people that have a much lower likelihood of actually having grounding familial elements in their fucking lives to keep them from doing crazy ass fucking shit.
Or they have their kids on puberty blockers.
Or they have their kids on puberty blockers if they do have fucking kids.
Take them to the strip clubs, the drag strip clubs and drag readings and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Yeah.
Seriously, you want to find people that will do fucked up evil shit? Find the person that's not in a relationship with someone. Find somebody who doesn't have kids. Find somebody who's not close to their fucking family. Those people are far more fucking likely to do crazy ass fucking shit. And those are the types of people that the left fucking groups together.
2 out of that 3 describes me, but I'll just ignore that.
Yeah, same here. Also, Chasing Ghosts says apparently there's something going on at the Naval Academy.
Yeah.
Where?
At the Naval Academy.
Naval Academy. Apparently it's on lockdown.
Great.
Well, where's the Naval Academy at?
Annapolis.
Yeah.
Okay. Maryland.
More fucked up shit. It's just what we fucking need, isn't it? So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a whole lot of fucked up situation going on right now. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Again, you know, at the moment, I think, you know, the information that we've talked about tonight, that's everything we have as far as what's going on. Maybe at some point they'll release the name of the person they're actually looking for.
It says multiple victims confirmed after a gunman opened fire at the U.S. Naval Academy. And it's trended #1 on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck it goes.
Lovely.
Annapolis on lockdown. Okay. Okay, this is the
that kid on the baseball team shot. That's what they said.
Under lockdown, authorities received reports of threats. Based on lockdown out of an abundance of caution, this is a developing situation. We'll provide updates as they become available. Let's check the one from 15 minutes ago. They're in coordination with law enforcement, responding to reports of threats made. Bases on lockdown. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anybody's actually been shot. That doesn't mean it hasn't been. So,
I apologize for having to leave. I got a phone call.
God damn it, Jolly.
My real father was calling me.
No, I wasn't.
Hey. The DNA tests have not come back yet.
Yeah, Mari has got it on the backlog episode.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next in all this. I guess we will, once again, just like we said last night, we will wait and see. As new information comes out right now, this is all we have. I think we've gone over everything we possibly can about all this shit. But my conclusions are still the same. This person, by all evidence we have at the moment, was in fact a left-wing activist to some level or another. He hasn't been caught. He might have been an experienced hunter, but he certainly sure as shit was not a professional or some kind of goddamn sniper-trained fucking Mossad agent, okay, despite what people are saying. I don't know. We'll just have to go from there at this point because, yeah, I don't know. That's all the information we've got. But like I said earlier in the chat, man, for anybody out there that has not already got their ass covered when it comes to having a firearm to protect themselves, please fucking go do that. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit if I agree with you politically. I really don't give a fuck. There are evil fucking motherfucking people out there in the world that want to hurt other people. And you don't have to be Charlie Kirk, as we just saw last week on a fucking train in wherever the fuck, South Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. There you go. So please fucking protect yourself.
You know, I don't give a shit. And earlier this week, I was telling myself, you know what? I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks without watching any political stuff. just watch some other stuff, some UFO, some ghost stuff.
Yeah.
Detox a little.
It's a bad week to try and start that shit.
Right. Yeah.
You picked a bad week to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Some SCPs.
Yeah. I wanted to detox. Yeah. I wanted to detox a little bit because I was getting sick and tired of watching the news and stuff.
I'll be honest. I think I'm coming off my detox because I think I've been detoxing since I moved back in February. I really haven't been paying that much attention to political shit since I moved and got the new job and did all that shit and got up here to Michigan. I really haven't been like really. So I've been detoxing for like 7 or 8 months from all the political bullshit, and I'm now kind of ready to get back into it. So, but I get it. I do. I get it, man.
I mean, everybody has to. You can't live breakneck speed the whole time when it comes to this. You'll just end up. You'll hate yourself.
Yep.
I did want to say, obviously today is 9/11, but also yesterday was National Suicide Prevention Day. So if you have any friends or family who, maybe deal with that kind of stuff, reach out to them, show them you love them and you're thinking about them. Even if they don't care politically about this, just those kind of events can set people off.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. Let me get this last chat here. Preston Garvey says, it was Jason Bourne. Maybe it was. Maybe indeed it was Jason Bourne. So there you go. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Honda did say he popped in earlier. He is doing a chat here in, an hour or two. So be on the lookout for that. I will try to hop in on that and we'll talk about stuff some more. And of course, I will be back tomorrow. We'll do another chat tomorrow night with any other further information we've fucking, found in the next 24 hours. But that's going to go ahead and end this chat for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have another video posted tomorrow, and then we'll do the chat. And hope you guys have a great fucking Thursday night and Friday. We will see you guys in about 24 hours. Enjoy it. Be safe, motherfuckers. And we'll see you guys later. Take it easy.